Okay guys, this one's actually kind of a little bit of a request. I have one of my coworkers, Ty, great guy actually, does a YouTube channel himself where he does kind of 3D print. You know, he does reviews of like different tools. He does some kind of handiwork DIY projects. Really cool stuff to watch. Tyler Ward's page on Facebook or on YouTube. It's really interesting. But this is actually something he shared with me. This is his pancake recipe. It's his mom's pancake recipe actually, and it's something that it seemed like he was pretty passionate about, and it's, you know, like really fond memories. And that's always what's special about cooking, is there's those things that, I don't know, they take us back. You know, maybe it's as simple as just like a Saturday morning, you're getting to hang out with your friends or whatever. And it's a great segue into, I want that to be an open option for anyone out there that watches this, that likes the show. Feel free, if you want to see something made, like if you got a request, obviously, you know, leave me a comment, send me a message. But if you've got a recipe you want to share, I know some people are, you know, really close knit about family recipes, but if you got something that you want shared and you want to be, you know, kind of videoed and made into a recipe to share with the rest of the world, go ahead and send it. I'd be happy to do it. Give me a little backstory on it. I'd be happy to talk it up. So anyways, you know, thank you guys for allowing me back into your home. It sounds like Bob Ross, doesn't it? Do you guys ever think, like, when he said, thank you for allowing me into your home, was that like guerrilla art? Was he breaking into people's houses and just painting in there? Like, don't move or we'll kill you, bitch. I'm painting here. Can't tell me what to do. I'm Bob Ross. Mr. Peaceful White Guy Fro. So, what I have here, I have 2 cups self-rising flour. I have a 1/4 cup granulated sugar. I've just kind of whisked those together. I've made a well in the center, as you can see there. Over here, I've melted a stick of unsalted butter and added 2 eggs to it that I've just beaten together with a fork. And I'm going to incorporate that into the center well of our dry mix here. Really straightforward, really basic pancake recipe. I've never really worked with self-rising flour. The main difference with self-rising and all-purpose is self-rising flour has baking powder and salt already added into it. So baking powder, baking soda. It's got a leavening agent, which is where the self-rising comes from, and it's got some salt in there too. So you don't necessarily need to add salt to this mix. You know, a lot of sweets, they suggest you add a pinch of salt to kind of balance it out. I was getting ready to do that, and I double-checked the difference for self-rising flour, and it's got salt in it. So I'm just going to kind of mix this together. You don't want to overwork pancake mix. And we still have yet to add our buttermilk. Now, the way Tyler gave me this recipe was he gave me all the ingredients, and then for the buttermilk, he said, you don't really have an amount. For the buttermilk, you're going to add it until it turns to concrete. So we're going to kind of get a rough mix on that. And then we're going to start with our buttermilk. Because I'd say this is more pea gravel than it is concrete right now. Add just a little bit there. Now, what I'm to expect of these, what I've been told, I have yet to make these yet. This is the first time. He had described them as somewhere in between a pancake and a crepe, in that it's kind of funny, you're using self-rising flour. They aren't super fluffy pancakes from the sounds of it. So I'll be very interested to see how these come out. Just going to have do some pancakes. I got some Irish bangers from Costco. Just going to have a little pancake, maple syrup, sausage breakfast today. Be a nice little weekend morning. As I said, we don't want to overwork it, and some lumps are okay. I think we're ready. We'll let this rest a little bit while we let the griddle preheat. I'm going to turn a griddle up to 350. If you've got an electronic griddle, if you're doing this just on the stove top, I would say probably somewhere around a 6, a 7, you know, medium-high heat. You want to let your pancake batter rest a little bit before you do that, and it's perfect time to let your griddle or your pan preheat. Okay, so we got our griddle preheated. It's up to 350. Let's go ahead and start making some pancakes. You know, the rule is first one's always going to look crappy, and then it kind of gets a little bit better as you go. So let's see how we do. I feel like that's not enough. As you can see, I make pancakes all the time. It's a learning process. I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning. I think that's the goal of education. And if you elect me in 2025, it's not even the next election cycle. Probably is for somewhere. It's not for here. Not in America. We want to live in America. Do 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 do. What I got going? Nice little trick if you're making a batch of pancakes. Take an oven-safe plate. This is enamelware, so it's just metal coated in release-proof enamel. I got my oven set to the lowest setting, which is like 170 degrees Fahrenheit. When I finish my pancakes, I'm going to put them on there, and I'm going to keep them in there so they stay warm. That way I can serve it, and everyone gets a nice, you know, hot pancake. Not a cold pancake. That is not ready yet. Try and keep your spatula clean because it will come out way better. That's actually a pretty good looking pancake. I'm proud of myself. I'm really happy with that. That's a great way to start the day. Best part of waking up is not fucking up. So there's about 4 minutes on one side. Try and spread it out a little bit so it's not just piled up there, because it's pancake batter. It's not going to spread itself out. We learned that. We made these a little thick. So make sure to take the back of your ladle or spoon and spread it a little bit. Not dissimilar to a crepe. Tyler was right. Okay, we finished up our pancakes. Get these back in the oven to keep them warm. Go ahead and just do our sausages. These are pre-cooked, so this won't take long at all. This is really just more, I guess, a little technique. I'm just going to throw down some oil here. Let that kind of heat up while I open these up. All I'm doing here is just trying to get a nice, like, kind of brown crispness on these. These are just Irish bangers. I got these at Costco. Pretty excited to try them. When I was over in Ireland, you know, you get the full Irish fry, and I've got the English and the Scottish versions too. And I think, no, I don't know if there's a Welsh fry or not. But man, that is the breakfast of kings. Nice cup of tea with some milk and honey, real strong. Get some potato farls. Get some grilled tomato, sauteed mushroom, baked beans, black pudding, white pudding. You gotta get the black pudding. Don't ask what's in it because then you probably won't want to eat it, but just try it. It's so good. White pudding is also solid. The rashers, it's so good. Whenever I go to places that, like in town, Kilkenny's has a full Irish breakfast, and I love it. It's probably my favorite thing to get there. Do a little pat of butter. Sassages. Love saying sausage. Let's do it with a little maple syrup. And that, guys, pancake recipe courtesy of Tyler Ward, but that is our pancake and sausage breakfast for the day. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and tune in for next week. I'm trying to shoot for weekly releases, so let's get this thing going. Let's get it rolling. Pitter patter. Thanks.